Let's put logic aside for a moment. Anyone attracted to the shape of a fastback crossover like this GLC Coupe is thinking with their heart, not referencing a spec sheet. Mercedes charges more for less here, with the GLC Coupe trading a little rear headroom and a lot of cargo space for its pretty roofline. When you put it like that, the GLC Coupe doesn't make sense. But it doesn't have to. You might not be a proponent of the body style, and we get that. But it exists. We drove the latest entry, and, to be honest, it's charming. For someone who tracks most aspects of his life in spreadsheets, that's a tough thing to admit. So how'd we get here? The industry has the BMW X6 to thank for the trend. That oddly satisfying duck, basically an angry X5 coupe, was followed by the smaller X4 a few years later, and Mercedes couldn't ignore the sales numbers. Benz entered the ring with its GLE Coupe this year and is applying the less space more style formula to its midsize crossover for 2017. In GLC300 trim, it will come with standard 4Matic all-wheel drive and a 2.0-liter turbo 4 and is aimed at the X4 xDrive 28i. There is no rear drive variant as found on the non-coupe GLC300 crossover. A GLC 43 AMG Coupe will launch alongside the fastback GLC300 by early 2017, and we're told that rumors of a future GLC 63 AMG are to be believed. So, not rumors anymore, then. The roofline is the most obvious difference between the conventional GLC and the coupe. For simplicity, the not-coupe GLC shall be referred to henceforth, in this review at least, as the GLC box, unregistered trademark, patent pending, all rights reserved, and apologies but we needed a shorthand. Mercedes removes the box's roof rails to further clean up the profile and splices in taillights that recall those on its actual coupes. There are some other mild stylistic changes, including a pretty diamond textured grille and sportier fascias, because coupes are sporty. We don't have final US figures for interior volume, but suffice it to say they're lower here than on the GLC box. Rear seat passengers and cargo area things take the big hit, while those in the front seats could be fooled into thinking they're in a vehicle shaped like a crossover, or even a C-Class sedan because the interior is carried over almost whole cloth. The GLC Coupe is a few inches longer, slightly wider with the optional staggered tires, and has a roof height a bit lower than a GLC box. This part's subjective, but we think it looks pretty darn good. Less box-like, even.